Guys, welcome to my channel, and today we are going to solve another problem of HackerRank, which is known as counting valleys. So this is an interesting problem because it requires more of a I'll say it's a brain teaser, not actually a mathematical problem. Or basically, if you visualize this problem, you will be able to solve it in no time. Okay, so what here is the problem statement says that an avid hiker keeps meticulous records of their hikes during the last hike that they took, each exactly steps. So for each step it was noticed that it was an uphill as u or a downhill as d. So hike always starts and end at the sea level, and each step or down represents 1 unit of change. So for example, we can say whenever a hiker is going, he is making a 1 unit of change, like 1 kilometer, then another 1 kilometer, maybe, or 1 meter, whatever you can say for your visualization purpose. So if you see, he's going hiker is going from this path. D is for downhill, E is for upward. So he went twice of downward. Okay, so since the visualization here is much more correct, let's come to the sample input. Okay, so here everything starts at the sea level. Once it says that okay, uphill, then the hiker goes uphill, and then it says it goes to the downhill as three times. Okay, so 1 2 3, down 3, then again uphill, then again downhill, and then uphill, and it reaches to the sea level, right? So what we can say is that it's the 1 unit of change. So we can say when he is going downwards, we can associate it as -1, and when he is going upwards, we can say as +1. So if you parse all these strings, like from whenever, if the character array is u, so like for example, this position from valley, if you checkpoint is this point, right? When the hiker is going from down, you will notice that he will be coming from a valley, right? His previous position of the altitude will be -1. Let me try to explain here. So if you say here it is plus the hiker is at 0, then uphill it's +1, so then -1, -1, -1, and then he goes uphill, right? Here it becomes +1, then goes downwards -1, and then he goes upwards +1. So whenever he is going upward, right, as forming a value, if you see, if his previous valley, he is coming from a valley, the previous number will be of -1, and that's our q. Okay, so here you see +1, this -1, so this -1, this -1. Now here again it goes to upward, but the previous value is -1, right? Similarly, then he goes again downwards, right? After here, upward, downwards, then he goes again upwards. So if you see, then here go upwards, so and then he reaches the sea level. So for this upward, it's +1, the previous increment value of will be +1, but when he's coming from a valley, downward part, the value will be -1. So what we are going to track is, we are writing the code in such a way that we will see, if we are going upward, we'll see what is the previous assignment value. If it is -1, we'll say that okay, we'll increase the counter, that okay, he is coming from a valley. I hope this is clear. Things will become more logical when I write the code. So I'll say int altitude equal to 0. Okay, then I'll put a counter, int count equal to 0. Let me since I have to parse each character by character, I am going to convert this path to a character array. Okay, now let's put a for loop. So I have put a altitude as 0, since we start from 0 level only, right? So now let's create, we will go by character and path. So here I am saying that okay, if x, my character, is equal to u, that means going upwards, right? If the altitude, value equal to -1, remember I said whenever a person will be coming from a valley to upward, his previous value will be -1, right? Here it is -1 and here it is will be +1 because he is going upwards. Okay, so that we can say that he is coming from a valley, and we can increment our counter. So this is our first conditions. Okay, else what we have to do is that we increment the altitude by +1 because it is going upwards, right? Simple. Altitude in now when this is our altitude, if x equal to latitude. Now what we need to do in case of else, right? We have to find else. So we know that there are only two characters, so we can just assume that the next character is d. So when he is going d, what we have to do, we have to decrement the counter value, keep on minusing. This is minus value. Okay, after this we will return our count variable, return count. I hope you are able to understand what I'm trying to say. So it's just, if you draw the table by +1 -1, you'll understand. This is the only line which makes sense. If altitude, you will see that whenever from a valley he is going to upwards, the previous value of the valley will be -1. That's it. If that is -1, we can say that okay, he's coming from a valley, and we can increment that counter +1. So let's run the code. Okay, something is wrong. Character S. Okay, space. Let me run again. Okay, what is saying this thing? Okay, something is wrong, and I'm pretty sure this has to be related to some typo or mistake I might have done. It should be, I think, small letter. Okay, yep. Okay, let me see. I hope there is no compilation. Yes, and we have our sample test case has passed successfully. Let me run the code to see all the test cases. The test cases are running fine. Okay, I hope you like this video, guys. The solution I will post of this problem in my GitHub repository as part of the description of the video. Okay, you can look at the description of the video, check out the file from my Git repo, and if you have any question or if you have a different solution for this problem, just comment on the video. Let me know. I would love to see your own solution. Do subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video for you. Thank you, guys.